dude, it's myrrh and frankincense. That's why you remember some of it was piney?
Yeah.
That's the myrrh.
Okay.
The frankincense is the sweet stuff.
Right.
Yeah, like this is pine.
That brown piece?
Yeah.
But we ate some of this earlier. Frankincense. When I was eating that chocolate, I could still taste it. It was like still in my teeth.
Yeah, some people chew it like gum.
It's like a sap.
Yeah, it's a sap from this ancient tree.
Smells pretty good.
Yeah.
Can I eat it?
Yeah, I have.
I've rinsed it. I don't
Which
know.
one's yours?
I rinsed it.
So this is frankincense.
Yeah.
It's usually the lighter one, or like the golden one, but the dark brown one is myrrh.
Which one has that planting thing?
Dark brown.
Dude, I ate a piece that had like a piece of myrrh in it. It was like frankincense with myrrh. So it was
Yeah,
perfect.
combo
Like this
leaves.
one?
That's probably frankincense. I mean, that's probably myrrh. Probably myrrh,
Yeah, I don't know. Polymer, yo.
yeah. Polymer.
Get that polymer.
I can eat this? Yes.
Yeah.
If you want, yeah.
Uh,
I ate it. I tripped it up by doing that face.
It's trolling me, man.
No, dude, look. It's sap. It's just tree sap. It's like maple syrup, but like from like not a maple tree, but from like.
Damn. Oh, we should probably start recording audio because the camera's on right now.
Oh shit.
He sense.
Anyways, okay, let's fucking do this. Today is March 1st, 2020, and this is the episode 2 of the Flo Bros Podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Strong, co-host Min Mio, and co-host Billy Bess.
What's
roll
up? That was such a labored 2020. You're like 2020.
Yeah. For a moment there, I'm like, it's the first 20 and there's a second 20. So I know I'm going to have to say the second 20 as soon as I say the first 20.
20s on 20s.
It was, yeah. I mean, you were quite observant there.
Yeah, indeed I was. Got me all sugared up on that dark chocolate from earlier.
Yeah.
There's actually there's no sugar in dark chocolate.
No, but dark chocolate has that,
Yo, you got
what's
that cocoa.
effect? Yeah. Like it has that like
it's like an
slight neurological kind of boost. You know,
Yeah.
it's your...
Dopamine?
It's a
Or
new
is
tropic,
it
right? More or less.
serotonin?
Yeah. I'm gonna check that out right now.
Nutrient straight to the dome. Dark chocolate.
Folks, by the way, we're shooting this currently at 12:48 PST, and we are tired. It's because we've been ciphering all evening instead of actually shooting the podcast. Because the way we warm up for the podcast is to cipher, and
Yeah, we got a little carried away.
Yeah, we got a
Having
little
bit too
carried
much
away.
fun there.
it was good though.
It was
Went in,
good.
man. Going deep.
I burped just now, and I wonder if it got picked up on the mic or not. It'll be interesting to hear the playback once we do the edit.
Yo, you should put your pop filter down a bit, cause you're like kind of talking into the plastic. Yeah.
Nice. Thanks, dude.
Might make a difference.
What
Maybe
are we
not.
looking up here?
Oh, there you
Yo,
go.
nootropic benefits of dark
Yeah.
chocolate.
From healthline.com. Dark chocolate may also improve the function of your brain.
Oh, blood flow.
One study. Oh yeah, in the brain itself.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Kind of like similar to ginkgo biloba, then
Yeah.
same thing. But that's the
Showed
the
that
thing of
eating
the book.
high flavanol cocoa for 5 days improved blood flow to the brain. But like, probably just had like, they say 5 days, but I don't know. I feel sometimes with those kinds of things, like I get shit instant. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no, you do. I mean, I've seen it before.
like I'm
I
trying
felt
to
like you were like that with.
trying to think of an example.
Say again?
Trying to think of an example. I can't think of one though.
Shrooms, man. Like, I know it's a callback to episode 1, but yeah, like that shroom trip you're describing by
The park.
Hardenberg. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of like shrooms. Although it took a while to realize it, though. It took like a few years. So that wasn't immediate.
So as in.
No, I
like-
meant the effects of the shrooms hitting. you.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Like the onset.
You know what's actually trip about that, though? Is like, like that was like as deep as you can go, kind of thing. And I don't know where I'm going with this, but like but having that like benchmark of like depth really like it helped my like psychedelic career.
Psychedelic career. Nice.
I don't know where I was
It's
going
like,
to try to
well,
do
it's like
that.
you were thrown into the psychedelic deep end.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're thrown into the.
It gave me like a good set of like knowledge, right? So like when I
Yeah.
went back in there, I was like I knew what to like I knew where I was at.
Fucking
Like
crash course, yeah.
It's kind of like you knew
Yeah.
where the deep end was. And,
Yeah.
and almost like a swimming
and I
pool
was in there
reference.
for a long time that day at the park, man. Like I
Wow.
was in there for a minute. I must have been peeking for hours. Like just
Wow.
hours of peeking. Just
What kind of visuals were you getting?
fuck. Really, not dark in the sense like it was evil, but like it was like a dark void space, and then like entities were almost like clouds of consciousness, and they were just pretty dark themselves, with just like illuminating light almost. And it was just like
Whoa.
floating through dark
Yeah.
space, and you could just see this like, just like, and it was cold, but it was dark. Yeah, it was really cold.
Was it at
was
nighttime that
cold.
you were at the park?
No, it's weird because
It was
like
a summer's day.
no, it was summer's day. It was a nice
It was
day.
a
No,
nice day.
no, the weird thing is like I wasn't really cold. Like I remember waking up and I was a little chilly. It was kind of late then, and I just been laying, not moving around really.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it was pretty warm. It was when I was in those dark void places that it just felt chilly.
Oh, in
like
that
you
space.
could feel the chilly. Like it felt
Whoa.
chilly there.
Yeah.
It was cold, man. You could feel the cold, and it was just a trip. But it, like the first time going there, where I was actually like suspended, kind of like how you were suspended. That's what it felt like.
Whoa.
The first time going there was just like you could feel the vibrations and like being launched up. It was like you could feel it going there, and then you're there. And whoo, crazy, man. Crazy. I fell in love with it a few years. Like it took a few years to swallow that, but I was like, whoo, I fell in love with that.
Damn.
Well, I mean, I guess if we're gonna talk about drugs, what was it that really like made you interested in psychedelics? Like, what made that like appealing to you? What was it?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
Is that a loaded question? I don't think that's a loaded
No, it's
question.
it's
Just
like
gotta speak honestly.
it's like
For
like
me-
you smoke pot, right? Like, why?
Yeah.
What was appealing to pot? Where it's like you like to smoke it, like.
Well, let me answer the
Like you don't
psychedelic
smoke
one.
crack, you don't smoke like.
Yeah, like none of us smoke
Yeah.
like PCP.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware.
Like what drew you to those drugs? It was like, oh, this is something I want to try.
Yeah. Well, for me, psychedelics, it was twofold. One, it was recreational in terms of like just seeing the visuals, seeing the
Did you have any like
fractals, the see patterns and all that kind of shit. Yeah, what?
Did you have any like distinguished like this is what the
Like
experience is gonna
preconceptions about it?
Yeah.
A little bit, like just based on like media. Like I think watching Beavis and Butthead Do America, I think that's the name of the movie or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like the one they shot, like they whatever, 90s. They have one scene where fucking I think Beavis he falls into the desert and he eats a little cactus, he eats peyote.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Right into it. Like right into it.
You're too far back.
He eats a bit of peyote and then like he has like there's like this sick psychedelic sequence in the film
Mm-hmm.
and it's all animated so it gets super creative and really vivid.
How old are you when you're watching this?
Oh, I was probably like easily like fucking 6 or 7 or something.
Really?
Like I was very
Dude,
young.
that's actually like
Yeah.
fucking interesting.
Well, and we had a VHS of it too, so I remember I just like pop it in, and then I play it, and because I remember that was one of the most visually intense
yeah,
scenes,
yeah.
and one of the most appealing. I guess in terms of I guess like entertainment value, but at that time I like. Even then, I knew it was a drug.
Yeah,
like, I
was gonna
understood that
say-
much. Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you understand what was going on to the point where it was like, oh, he's taking this substance out of the earth and he's tripping on it? Like,
Well, the way it was, like I remember.
I'm
It was
wondering.
storyboarded,
I
like
wonder how
it showed him just like eating it with a lot of intent,
Yeah.
and then right after eating it, like he like started tripping
So
out.
when-
Right?
when- but
So I
when
think
you-
as a kid, I would have picked up on.
Yeah, for
on
sure.
that.
The seed was sown or the seed was
It was,
planted, man.
yeah. ready to be
The
reaped.
seed was
just
planted one way or another. You like interpreted
10
it.
years later.
That's
It was
that's a
good.
pretty like interesting like.
That was a good movie.
I don't have any experiences as a kid that I feel supported my like for me like to try mushrooms. It's like way different.
That film also had the first, I think, animated titties I ever seen. Because there's a later scene where Beavis and Butthead later make it to Vegas and they get to the casino. And like right in the middle of the casino floor, there's like this massive like ship that like just juts out, right? Like, you know, like the typical Vegas huge architectural kind of like display. And so it's just like this massive ship, and at the front of it there's a mast, and it's just like this bust of this like sea like this mermaid. I'm like, oh shit, look at those titties, damn. Because I remember us like even as kids we were actually pretty degenerate. Like,
Oh,
I'm
we were
not gonna
super
lie.
degenerate.
Like I
super
remember,
degenerate.
especially like you, myself, and a couple other kids. Like we were
Jesse,
just so
Dylan.
foul mouthed. Yeah, Jesse and Dylan. We were just little fucking runts of shit, just fucking running around being just
These little juveniles, man.
causers of mayhem.
Dude, Dylan was the.
Dylan was, I mean,
Dylan's a cool dude. Dylan was a cool dude.
he took it to 11. He took it to places that I didn't think someone who was 6 and 7 should be taking it.
You know, I don't
But
think
it was great though for me because it expanded my consciousness.
I think he took
of,
it to
like,
11.
of
He definitely
reality.
took.
That's very deep.
He definitely.
but-
I mean, I think a lot of us did. I got in trouble for saying shit.
Yeah.
But like, he took it to. He had just a new level of energy. That's what it was. 'Cause,
He was
like,
ferocious, man.
Dude, like we were all doing shit we shouldn't have been doing, but like.
Yeah.
He just had this level of energy, man. He probably do like great shit. He probably friend like just for like viewers' perspective and shit like this is someone we knew when we were like 6, 7,
Yeah.
7. I think he moved away.
So, do you guys think like kids like back in the day, like in that time, you know, like you in 6 and 7, were crazier and like in that way because of like pre-internet? Because like you know we grew up in a time where we kind of saw the transition into where. You
No,
know,
I mean,
and then like
I think we were.
wait, I just want to say
Alright.
quickly, I think anything we're gonna say is super anecdotal.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
we don't know the reality of current day, even though
Yeah.
like we're coming at it this discussion with certain like kind of lines drawn. I will
It's
say
personal
anecdotally,
experience, really.
Yeah.
Personal observation.
Personal experience, like my barber, he has a daughter
Yeah.
where she's just super hyperactive. He thinks she has ADHD. They actually are on a dose of Ritalin for her right now.
Oh, kinda sucks.
Super low dose of it, but the very notion that like that kid does behave the way she does at the age of like I think she's like 5 right now, I think just counters the whole assertion that you're about to make, and I think that it like what you're proposing in my head is like I do think at the core the way institutions are set up in education, there are going to be biases that reflect from a top-down perspective, right? Of the administrators, of the policymakers, and of their own beliefs, right? Like the kind of content that gets taught to children, and
But do you-
even like
you
the way
think
that
her-
things are structured, it might even limit a children's like imagination or notions of freedom or agency. Like I do think that may happen, and that can happen in schools. And does it happen more now? And what kind of impact does it have on the development of the children and their psyche and their like? I'm not sure. Like I wouldn't really know, but
I feel
think-
like children now are definitely a lot more confined, and I even hear it from like them, like because they can hear stories from like
when we were
like people our age or people older or
Yeah.
whatever. They know how things were, and compared to how they feel, even with themselves, like with things now. Dude, they know the difference. Like that's the trip shit. Cause like I got a sister 12 years younger than me in high school, right? Just
Mhm.
turned
Yeah.
16 like
Right.
like 2 days ago. So like I get to hear her perspective and like her friend's perspective, and like you know they think similarly. So she shares like some of that shit, and it's like kind of yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna try and like paint the whole picture in one swoop here, but like to me it comes off like a lot of them feel more pressured. I think they feel more confined. There's more restriction. There's more like restriction on their their freedom to have their own thought. I think, and whether they all recognize it, some of them I don't think recognize it, but they show it through acting out. Like they're like, or just like blindly following shit. They're like very vulnerable. Like kids are vulnerable already, but like if you're on a pressure cooker like on your mind, can't think straight, like you're so much even more just vulnerable to like people getting in your head and shit, right? I don't know. My sister and I guess a few of her friends can see it and just like trip because it's like I see it. And I think everyone sees it. That's the trip shit is like a lot of what's wrong. I feel like everybody sees it, and often it's like the answers aren't even too hard. It's just like we just talked about it. You know, but no one,
Maybe it's the doing that's too hard, right? Like
no, I don't think so. I think a lot of it is it's less doing, it's more undoing. It's like do less. It's like not adding more to the equation, but maybe take things away.
well, no, I mean what I meant by doing
Like, the
is just
solution
what
is
you're doing
easy.
in general.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I'm not saying doing more. I'm saying what actions are being done go counter to actually what people are actually thinking would solve it, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you're saying, okay, it's so simple, but like
No,
despite
probably.
that,
I don't know that it is.
well, no, no,
I'm
okay,
saying if you just
regardless, but in your hypothetical contract, you're saying that there's a solution. The solution exists. Some solution.
typically the solutions to our problems are very simple.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And with this construct, then we can say, okay, if the solution does exist in some way, as shown, people still act against their self-interest. People still behave in a way that, yeah, that
But
isn't in accordance
that's
with
to
that,
say that
that
you,
assertion.
that's to
And so,
say
like,
that to me that means to me that you have to say that like I'm telling you not to trust yourself kind of thing. Like you can't trust yourself.
some people don't trust themselves, right? And so maybe that's why we get all this malaise in society, this conflict of themselves between one another.
Well, I think if someone doesn't trust themselves, they shouldn't be in a position to have too much of an impact. They should. If someone doesn't trust themselves, they're naturally just not going to be in a position to have an impact. So
They're not
they're almost
acting
not a
with-
part of the
yeah.
equation, but they're not out of the equation. Like they could always bring their way into the equation. That's the most important thing too, is to have like that free flow pathway where anyone can just introduce himself into the equation. Sort of getting on a tangent here with like what we're talking about. but-
Yeah, wait, what are we talking about?
I think we're talking about like the effects of institutions and like
On
And, like,
the
society-
development of people's
people's brains and like
consciousness,
and different
how they perceive and grow about life.
I was just kind of like bringing up like more of like the advent of like the mainstream popularization of having access to the internet and smartphones. Like, because when we were growing up, there was a time where we didn't have any of that, any of those
the
electronics.
structure. I feel like where
Mhm.
Min's going at. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I feel like where Min's going at, he's talking about that structure that I'm saying is like these kids are feeling the structure. We grew up without the structure, but we grew up with the structure being conformed and like built. And like
Like, we
so
saw the transition of it coming
Yeah.
in, right? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
so that gives us a perspective, right? It gives us a special
Right.
lens into this transformative
Yeah.
time in
Yeah.
and I'm just trying to draw the
technological-
contrast between like how our childhoods were comparison to modern
Yeah.
day. Like, not saying all of them, but like a vast majority who are more like, I guess, hooked up to, you know, the internet.
It was a lot
and-
more freeing, I think.
Yeah, like when we were growing up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like,
But we're also like our perception is also biased in just like general Western understanding, right?
Yeah.
Like, cause the kids in like
And this, it's not 100. Sorry to interrupt again,
Yeah.
but it's not 100% true either. There are kids today that are growing up like we grew up. It's
Yeah.
just
No,
at
no,
it's just at a
no.
lesser like there's a different tipping like there's a
Yeah.
different bounce now.
of like what is it norm experience
There's
for
a
kids?
larger group of kids that are growing up vastly
in that
different than
sheltered
us.
digital kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you believe, like you. Or
that's what I perceive.
That's what
yeah,
I'm
from
seeing.
like what I'm seeing.
That's what I'm
yeah.
seeing, and it's being reinforced from what I'm hearing from just other people seeing kind of thing. Like
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
from
Well,
like,
there's a lot of forces I'd say that would be at play trying to, you know, keep that reinforcement high, that engagement high with the platforms like.
Mhm.
oh
like
definitely.
The
Oh,
platforms
yeah.
themselves, like
Dude,
that's in their
literally-
interest, right?
They literally have social engineers for that purpose.
No,
Yeah,
exactly.
They use dark UI. They use patterns that kind of like maybe a little bit shady. They gamify. They trick your brain. They trick yourself. They
Mhm.
form an addicting pattern,
Exactly.
like behavioral patterns in people, like
Bombarded with maybe advertisements.
all the
and other-
stimulation. Yeah, reward and like it's so on the surface. It seems so innocuous because you don't really perceive it as what it is as it happens to you, right? because you're using it because it's almost a tangible like ulterior thing that happens as you're doing whatever service you're using, right? Like if you're using Facebook as like a whatever you're using it for, you're still being hit with all these patterns. You're just not typically aware of it.
Dude, I'm never aware of it because I don't know these patterns. But then again, I haven't really used Facebook in like fucking really long time. Barely use it, so not affected.
Well, you're not a social media guy, right?
Yeah, no, I got off that shit, man.
Yeah.
Well, because like Min was saying, we grew up, we watched this shit get built, right?
Yeah, no, true.
And
Time when,
I think there was
Facebook was first introduced,
Yeah.
and you remember everyone's hopping on Facebook.
Yeah,
and
man, we were on
we
that
saw
shit.
That, you know.
You know, we just stupid on that shit, and
Yeah, we were stupid on that shit too. It's crazy.
I feel like I don't know about other people. I feel like a lot of people see it. I think that's why, you know, there's like the kind of joke like, you know, everyone over 40 is on Facebook, no one else is really on that kind of thing. Like, you know, I think a lot of people see it. People still use it because there is, I guess, you know, once a platform's established and it has its benefits, it's you
Like
know,
in Facebook's case,
it's a means
yeah.
to like some meaningful
it
things,
had that
right?
network effect of just
Yeah.
being so large as that one place for communication between like in your local community, like
Yeah,
direct
yeah.
people that you know that you're familiar with.
Yeah.
That's so powerful. Like
For sure. But I was gonna say, like, where I dropped off on social media, where I just kind of got over it. Like, I'll fuck with Twitter a bit. I like Twitter. I find Twitter is one of the best sources for like up to date news. Like,
Yo,
like
100%.
I hear shit on Twitter before
anywhere
anybody,
else,
man.
yeah.
People come to me like, yo, we saw this shit on Reddit, man. No, I saw that shit like 6 hours ago on Twitter. Man.
I'll beat you to the jail.
Yo, Twitter's good shit, man. Twitter's good.
Bird is the word.
But I mean, I don't know if it'll always be good
Trip,
shit, but Twitter's decent.
Yeah.
Twitter's good. Yeah, it always gets because I think that's just the quality of how you engage with Twitter, right? Like if something's happening to you, Twitter's like a stream of
The only-
consciousness.
yeah.
It's a tool for that, just to broadcast what's on your mind or
You have
what
full-
you're experiencing.
You have full power to control your experience.
Yeah.
Except, I gotta say, man, their promoted ads are annoying. I hate when I scroll on a promoted ad. I'm like, fuck
Yeah.
you. I don't know if you have to pay for
I'd
like,
also say the-
Twitter Premium or something.
The UX of Twitter is so accessible and quick. There's
Yeah.
you don't need a camera, you don't need a phone. It's all about, because at the very core,
Yeah.
it could just be text, right? Versus like Instagram, right? If
You
you're
don't
gonna
have to get
engage
that
in
perfect
Instagram,
shot. You don't have to
yeah,
fucking keep trying.
there's all these
Yeah.
like friction points, like either like culturally or like personally with yourself, right? And so
You're speaking to the mic.
I think it's fun.
You sure?
Yeah,
Probably
because
good, you're probably good.
it's like next to it, right?
Actually, no, because no, you know,
'cause I remember
Should it
last
speak
time,
right
if
into
you
it?
watch, you have to
Yeah.
speak. Yeah, you have to speak
Ah,
right
shit.
into
Into
it.
it.
Yeah.
I just don't like having something right in front of me, I guess. Okay. I'll get used to it. I'll
I guess
fucking.
because you're trying to engage with us in this direction.
Yeah.
That's the
why
thing. I was like second guessing myself on the first episode because I was like
No,
I was
you
so
were-
focused on no, but like
you
I
had
was
the
so
best
focused
audio.
on this that I was worried I wasn't engaging.
No, as long as you're.
Okay, yo, I think this is gonna work a lot better
Yeah,
now.
that's
Talking
better.
straight right into it. Okay, so what was I gonna say? I don't remember now. Shit. We're talking about Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Twitter, like, so the great, yeah, but like Twitter's a
Smoke
platform,
that
right? In terms of
weed.
just like the accessibility of because of the UX of how you want to engage right away. You can just bam, open up the text box and send right out to your soapbox. But like yeah, Instagram, even like Facebook, even TikTok, like just to talk about something new.
Haven't
Like
used
TikTok, you still have to like plan out like for some of the kids, like you know like
Oh, they go hard on that.
They practice that fucking routine
Yo,
like 20 times.
Wow.
Like they're
You know
they,
what's the
like,
fucked up thing is like if they just put that effort into like actually making like learning how to use like music software and actually making music, they could be
Yeah.
so much. I feel like it'd be so much
into an
better off.
instrument. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be like, this TikTok shit's not gonna get you nowhere, man.
Can you be TikTok famous? Like
You
that
can
a
be,
thing?
but it's a shady road, man. You,
It's a shady.
it's a
route.
shady road.
How
You're
so?
gonna be like a soulless.
puppet.
You're gonna be like a soulless,
There's gonna be a
like.
backup dancer.
Okay, I'm not gonna say you're
Oh.
going to be. Definitely, people could leverage it and like use their talent, but I guarantee you, the things that it's molding, like the people that are crafted out of it,
Yeah.
who aren't using it.
Well, it's kind of
for
like
its tool.
those, Instagram shills. They're just like kind of just fake. Like their lives are fake, and they're portraying this, sort of way of being only just to market themselves and sell shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just
So,
become like a
one of
fucking
those.
like. You know, they just become a shitty influencer. That's all.
Yeah.
But they're not genuine.
They don't
at
have
that point.
anything really to bring to the table. They
Yeah,
don't-
exactly,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? They
Nothing
don't
enriching.
offer
They're just-
anything, man.
Yeah. Just another.
They're just pushing
Peddler.
I'm not
stuff.
trying to,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to talk
peddler, yeah.
shit. Yo, I know I'm gonna be like, hey man, you old ass
No,
motherfucker,
no.
talking shit on us. This is our generation.
I don't think there's any. Well, it's less about like there being like a generational kind of like misunderstanding
man.
or like
Hey
divide.
man,
I
if
think
you're-
it's just like
if you're
shitty
proud
people.
of being a simpleton, man. Hey man, we aren't even on the same conversation level, man. It's, you know, make your own shit.
Fucking Flo Bros be hating right now, man. This is some venom coming from the Flo
Ooh,
Bros,
man.
dripping from our tongues, dripping from our lips, fucking killing it right now. Oh shit.
Oh,
Are we about
man.
to cipher? Make it beat.
Oh man, I don't
I
know.
don't
Bring
know
up
about
the
that.
heat. It's gonna be a fucking treat. Yeah, fucking reap. We're gonna see what we're gonna sow to make people
Brandon
take
still got these
to make
freestyle.
them bow. Oh shit. Okay. Anyways, back to the social media shit. Yeah, that shit's fucked up.
Oh god, dude.
it's hilarious.
Yo, we stony in this bitch.
Okay.
Okay, I'm a little more awake now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Ooh.
Dude,
Oh,
this is
dude,
gonna be
it's
a-
1-1-1 right now.
Oh shit.
This is gonna be a
Oh,
hilarious.
fuck.
I feel like when you guys edit this is gonna be a funny one.
Definitely a funny episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
Well, thinking back, like this topic's kind of.
What were we even talking about?
we TikTok, like social media, that
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
shit.
yeah, I was
The
roasting
predatory
TikTok. I was
effects of it,
Talking that shit.
negative
Yeah. I was
effects
talking
of
that
it on
shit.
your.
But you know, man,
Yeah.
negative and positive. You gotta have everything.
It's true. Well, I mean, that's. I think the human condition is best experienced when you have the highs and the lows, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want just one of. You definitely wouldn't want just a life of lows. That I mean, that'd be
I
terrible.
feel like if you were always high, you would
Yeah.
have no. I feel like you're gonna run out of fuel. You know.
Well, you wouldn't know any better. Like if you're just running high,
Not
you wouldn't
running out
know
of
how
fuel,
good you
but-
had it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
until you experienced like a low,
Yeah.
you know, like
with the appreciation
of the
just
high.
yeah.
Right.
It's not rounded. It's not informed. It's
Like
not.
you wouldn't, you take it for granted if you didn't
yeah,
know the low.
exactly. You would take it for granted.
Yeah.
And
I think the lower you know is
Yeah.
like, I just thought of this. I don't know if it's like really any good, but I feel like the lower you know, like everyone has this bar, right? And maybe you can raise your bar, but you can only get so high. But you can get pretty, like compared to high, you can get pretty fucking low.
Right.
So it's like I feel like the lower you go, it's just like a tank, and like the lower you go, your capacity gets greater and greater.
Yeah.
And then now that you have this like massive tank, man, if you fill that
Yeah.
bitch up, you can go Super Saiyan, man. You can just, like-
Oh shit.
Oh shit, son.
Nice.
Yeah. That's what life about, man. Just struggling, fill your tank up, go Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
Flo Bros.
You know, when you were talking about Beavis and Butthead earlier, it kind of had me like think back of like, cartoons you'd watch as a kid, and yeah. So I don't know, like talk about some of like I guess a couple of your favorite childhood cartoons.
Can I build on that line of topic?
Yeah.
Like, tell me one story each of you guys
Mhm.
of something that you saw
Yeah.
as a kid that you really shouldn't have seen.
Oh, shouldn't?
Shouldn't?
Yeah, either because like the nature of the of the content was like inappropriate for your age because of the
Oh.
theme,
Okay.
I
or
got
like-
some shit.
or you shouldn't have because of just in general.
Yeah.
But that was initially what I was thinking. But yeah,
Oh, we can
yeah.
go into that one if you want. That one's I got
That's interesting. That's interesting.
like some shit you weren't supposed to see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well.
Oh, yo.
Min's got one locked and
You got one
loaded,
cooked,
man.
yeah, okay.
Min's like.
I can't remember the name of this website, but I was
Ooh.
I was a young kid back
Online.
then. Yeah, this is some like you shouldn't
Okay.
have gone on this website type shit.
Ooh, shit.
Or at least not that young. And I think it was called rotten.com or something.
Rotten?
Rotten. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think someone had mentioned to me something about it and had warned me, if you want to see some like twisted shit, like you go here. So I was kind of apprehensive, but I was curious at the same time, how youngsters are, right?
Totally, yeah.
Anyway, so I go on this website. I think I'm home alone, and then I think there's different categories, but a lot of it's just like pictures of
Okay.
like fucked up shit. Like I'm
Yeah.
talking like
There's like a what is that shit? Like human
Like
gore,
gore?
shit.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
human
oh,
gore
okay,
shit. Like I'm
fucked
talking
up
like
shit.
and like animals and like all weird shit.
this one was more human.
Oh,
it's
shit,
it's
okay.
kind of like, for example, like just some like raw shit, like
Just
wars.
some raunchy nasty.
Oh yeah, like I'll describe some for our listeners.
Oh man.
Just like imagine like it looked like somewhere in like Syria or something, some war zone in the Middle East, and then you can see like a couple of like heads beheaded,
Oh shit.
right? And not and
How
that
old
just,
are you?
Maybe like 12 or something,
Wow.
fairly young, and yeah. So not only were these guys beheaded, they also had their penises chopped off, and it was shoved in their mouths, And I'm like. And I'm fucking like
Damn,
12
man,
or
that's-
something. And yeah, I'm like, damn, holy, this is like some real shit. Like this happened somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there.
And there was another category which is like fucking like shotgun suicides.
Oh.
And so like it's pictures of like when like police would come and take
Yeah.
pictures of the crime scene, and these were the images I was seeing. And
The
it's
blood's all dried.
Oh,
it's,
this
like,
is
deep red.
brain
it's all
matter,
big,
and
yeah.
like his head is like just completely
Oh.
like
Like the
just-
clothing he's wearing is soaked in his own blood.
Oh, dude,
It's
it's
just
Just
like
fucking you know,
grizzly.
Yeah, just
I know exactly what you're
Grizzly,
talking about. I've
yeah.
seen that kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, or like
I remember there's one called the Pain Olympics. It was on the website
Oh, I know this.
Encyclopedia or Encyclopedia Dramatica. No, it was Encyclopedia Dramatica. And dude, it had this image of a Harlequin baby. It's like this condition of where when the child is in utero, it has some kind of malformed protein forming issue where its skin becomes like just crispy
Oh,
and
I know
it's
the one you're
scaly
talking about.
armored.
Yeah, it looks
and like
alien.
its eyes are like puffy because it can't form, and like
I've seen that.
it is so sad because like the baby is given birth like this, but it dies shortly after. Like there's no cases where like the baby survives like
Yeah.
infancy.
Yeah, that
Like the
one's hard to
mortality
stomach.
of it
Have
is
you
like
seen that
certain.
one?
I might have seen it. I don't know.
And I remember when I saw that as a child, I felt like both like, whoa, that's spooky. But I also
Yeah.
felt like, oh man,
Sad at
that's
the same
sad
time.
as shit.
We'll post it up for our YouTube viewers, a little image of what that little
Or maybe a link. I don't know how to
Maybe a
put on that
link.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Whatever you
okay,
get.
maybe a link if
Fucking
you're interested. Or just Google it, look it
Reporter
up.
or some
A
shit,
link
some
for the
weak
brain.
sass
Yeah, a
ass
link for
mother.
the brain.
Yeah,
Google it at your own.
Yeah, Google it at
Yeah.
at your own risk.
Yeah.
But and it had all this other stuff too, like so much like anything to do with genitalia, and then like the piercing of said genitalia in
Okay.
ways that just are like, oh, dude, like okay,
Oh.
sorry, I'm gonna just say one more, but it was the first time I ever saw a photo of someone sounding themselves, and if you know what
What?
sounding is when you
Oh,
have
I think it's sanding.
okay, so warning, this is extremely not safe for work. So if you're listening with children right now, I don't know why you would.
Yeah.
Do not. You should not actually let the kid hear any of the previous stuff.
I don't even know if I want
But
to hear this.
you definitely should not let the kid hear this one because this one's.
Oof.
So sounding
let's
is like
hear it.
it's where and only men can do it as far as I can understand.
Ah.
Where you take something and you start off small, because you only have
don't
so
even
much
know.
I
space
see
to
where
give,
this is
right?
going.
And you put up your urethra.
Yeah.
And usually, they're stainless steel. I know so much of this
Whoa.
because, again, I was a child when I saw this, and I was like, whoa.
You just feel
and
that
so
going in
you
your
go on a bit of a
spine.
ride. Anyways, read that shit, saw that shit. People, why? No. Maybe. No.
No, I don't understand.
But,
I
to
can't-
each their own. That's
Yeah.
where the maybe come
Yeah,
from.
to each their own.
You do you. You enjoy you. You
I
enjoy
feel
you
like-
however
oh,
you
man,
want.
I feel like that would
but
sting.
I don't know if I would ever want to do
feel like that would
That just
I
seems
I can't wrap my mind around that one. I'm sorry.
like I would get it if you have to do it for like an operation or something.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah.
catheter.
What if it's like a
Yeah,
select
sure.
weird like group of people who just have like different feeling down there?
That could be a
Maybe,
thing, yeah. Like heightened sensitivity in like a
Or
way
like-
that
Or less.
Or
Or
that's
less
atypical.
sensitivity.
like that's what they need to do to feel
They
some
need
real sense.
less sensitivity.
Oh
Oh
god.
shit, son.
Flo Bros tangent conversation.
Getting rods in your penis.
Jesus.
Well, okay, so I was in a sex shop in Japan, as
Yeah.
you do.
As you do.
As you do.
As you
And
do when
we-
you're in
You
Japan.
might have saw it too, man.
Yeah, I was there.
Did you see the one with the ribs on it?
Yes, I did. Oof.
People.
The one with the
That one
ribs.
hurt just
Y'all
looking
freaky
at it.
deaky.
Oh yeah, dude. There's like stainless steel or something.
Oh.
It's got-
Legends.
Oh, you talking about those?
Yeah. yeah.
Oh.
Raw.
No.
No.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
That's what they sound like though.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no, indeed. Oh no.
Oh,
Oh
Dude, that just thinking about that shit though, just like I literally like I feel it through like it goes through my whole body.
Your whole
man. It's
body
like,
just shudders.
oh, it's like when you have a bad psychedelic trip or like just a freaky part of the psychedelic trip. You're just like, oh, that's how I feel, man. Just,
I'm glad that I could bring that for you. I've delivered
Oh man.
an experience with quite a magnitude to it.
With
Sounds
words,
like
pure
you definitely
words.
experienced that. All that now, just now.
what you're talking about? Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
I've seen that shit. I've heard of that shit. Yeah, dude, I've seen some weird shit on the web, man. I've seen some fucked up shit.
What's some shit you've seen
Oh.
when you weren't supposed to see as a kid, Billy?
Oh man, I feel like I have less of a web. I can't think of anything as a kid as a web on the web.
It doesn't have to be the web.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
some,
No,
if
no,
anything,
that's what I'm
get
trying to
better
think.
if
I'm
you
trying
got,
to think.
like,
I'm
a
trying to think. I'm trying to think.
some shit.
Pants caught down story.
A dead body type of shit
Yeah.
or what?
Floating in the
I'm
water.
trying to think, man. I'm trying to think. That I wasn't supposed to
You saw like
see.
an axe murder happen.
Well, I
with
know one. I
binoculars
just don't
from
know if I
far
want
away.
to share the story.
Oh shit.
Oh,
That's
you
up
can
to
use
us.
like
Yeah, you can use like
alternative names.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
but it's the age group that fucks it up.
Oh. Shit.
Okay,
Brandon.
okay.
Brandon knows. I've told Brandon this story, man.
No.
I just won't use any names.
But you tell the story. Yeah.
All right, man. You know what? Because it's not bad because we did it on our own accord. So I don't think it's too bad. Plus, we did it wrong. So it's not too
Oh, I
bad.
think I've heard this over.
Okay, so me and my next door neighbors, this little girl, we're just hanging out. We always hung out. We're just playing, just chilling, normal shit,
Yeah.
just kid shit, just being kids. And then one day we were at my house hanging out, and then we ran over to her house to get something. I don't know what we were doing. We went over there, and we walked in on her mom and her mom's boyfriend fucking, and we were just like, huh. And we were like, huh. And then we were like, okay, huh. And we just fucked off. And then we just kept playing this. Continued our day, just chilling, doing whatever the fuck we were doing, kid shit. And then night's coming around. She's both gotta have to go home.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey mom, can sleep over?
Yeah.
And yeah,
man.
man, like she was. I think she was talking me up more than anything. It wasn't. It was 50-50-ish kind of thing. But even she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna sleep over." And I'm like, we're gonna try some of that. Like they looked like they were having a good time. Like I don't even know what we were thinking. I don't even know what I was thinking, man.
Oh yeah, no.
It was like for me it was instinct. It was just like I was running on instinct.
Holy shit.
No, that's
But-
true,
Running
man.
on instinct.
Like it was true because we didn't know what
Kids
the
are
fuck they were.
savages
We
when
didn't
they
know what the fuck they were doing, man. We were just like.
I remember we were
Promiscuous
given
little-
sex ed classes in grade 2.
But I'm
Do you
not gonna.
remember that?
But I'm not gonna disclose the age. We were young, too young, and I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say the name. But yeah,
I remember like because being given sex ed classes at
this was
grade
I'm,
2.
Okay, I'm not
Fucking
gonna say
it made me aware of that shit so much younger than I thought. You should have been. I don't know, like you remember what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're
Like,
talking
those
about.
classes, yeah.
It
I'm
was
just
a
like-
care kit program. I think they called it.
Care kid?
I remember I used to always think of carrot, but I
Carrot.
don't think it was called. Or it actually might have been the carrot program. It was like this little thing, yeah.
I remember one time when we had that class and we were walking from like wherever it was to like a portable. In between that little walk, I was like, we were talking about Pamela Anderson, and we were just fucking degenerates.
Dude, we would have been talking about Pamela Anderson.
Because I think that class, like,
No, you know where
Yeah.
that came from?
shit.
I know where that came from. That came from Kid Rock. Cause I remember like
Oh,
me,
yeah.
me, Dylan and Jesse were really into Kid Rock.
You guys were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that was where. So this back to this Dylan dude, man. I feel like that's where a lot of that energy came from, man. I feel like he was emulating Kid Rock, man. He was just like, he was just badass, just like high energy, just like. Man, he'd be jumping on his
Fucking
desk
everywhere.
and just like fucking shit up, just jumping
Yeah.
on his desk, like, oh man, he's wilding, man.
That kid was fucking wild, man.
But dude, his energy was so strong that like it rubbed off on other people.
Mm.
Like his energy was so strong that everyone just started wilding. It was yeah. Good.
Yeah, wilding over, yeah.
But yeah,
Plus
man.
5 wilding.
Dude, plus 9.
50 meter
man.
radius.
Plus 9.
Plus 9. Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
Oh shit. shining and wilding and. Nah,
Remember, like,
that
back
is a
in the
ride.
day, like, before, you know, you had access to Pornhub and shit. You know, you'd watch, like, as a kid, like, those certain TV
Dude, let's hear that.
channels.
Let's hear that. Let's hear that. What was your first like pornographic experience?
Ooh. You know, that's the funny thing.
Yo, this is the degenerate episode of the podcast. Flo Bros,
dude.
we're like
Not sending this
degenerates.
one to any family members.
You know what it might have been, actually? Like, this is back when I was a kid, and we had, like, this uncle or something. That, like, I was, like, a next-door neighbor at the time. Or, yeah, and then anyways, we go over. And then I'd be, as a kid, you know, just, like, running around, rummaging through shit. And then I'd go through, like, a drawer with some DVDs, and I'm just looking through the DVDs.
Oh, you found a
Yeah.
DVD?
And then I found his stash, and I'm looking at the
Oh,
cover. I'm
shit.
like, what is this? What's going on here? You know?
Nice, nice.
I'm just like looking, you know, checking left, checking right. What's going on? I guess that'd probably be like some of my earlier.
Nice.
You know what?
That's pretty good though, man. You got to start off with video.
Yeah, you gotta start with
No, no, no,
DVD.
no,
You
no,
gotta
no.
start off with video,
No,
man.
no, wrong.
Look at this guy.
I didn't get to watch it. I just looked at the
okay,
cover.
okay,
okay,
I'm too
okay.
young to like, you know.
I see, I see. Okay,
and I'm
so
not gonna fucking like open it and
See,
start popping
I
it.
was,
in
a little,
the
I
video.
was a little jealous there, man. I went many years on pictures. I was.
Oh, dude. Dude.
Oh, were you, Brandon?
I remember mine. I was.
I'm so like adamant, like, as a matter of But yes, please do share.
I mean, it was nothing special. I was just trying to find Simpsons stuff. Like I was super into Simpsons.
Okay.
Super into Simpsons. And then, so Microsoft Internet Explorer had like a search thing. You could search for things in it. I finished all the Simpsons content, and then it came to this name like Ashley Simpsons or something.
Okay.
But it wasn't like Ashley Simpsons, like the celebrity. It was just like this random chick.
Like
Yeah,
a porn
yeah.
star.
I don't know if she even was a porn star, because the website was like super weird. It was like
Was she a porn girl?
it was a porn girl,
Oh,
but it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
it was
yeah.
like an image and then like text on the side and then like a forward and back button. And you press forward, the image would change and the text would change.
So it's
I
like
guess it was like a book.
Super primitive.
It was
like-
super primitive. I remember like, oh, I like books. And then I was like, I remember I was also like, I remember just seeing the tits and I was just like, I like this.
It's that instinct.
Yeah,
man, I'm
let's see,
telling
I was
you.
like, I'm gonna stick with this. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, this might be Simpson stuff. I don't know. I don't know all the Simpson stuff. So I kept on pressing forward.
Nice.
And down the rabbit hole he went.
Yeah.
Right on, right on. I guess I'll tell my first porn experience.
So this is a degen episode.
This is like a DJ.
I feel like
10x.
This has got to be a different label episode. I don't know about putting this up.
You could always cut the DJ parts out too.
But that's gonna be most of the episode.
Yeah. I mean, no, this is a fun episode. Like, you know when Joey Diaz like
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
on JRE and
Well,
like,
hey man,
it's
we got a
like-
week buffer, so we can put this in the archive.
Yeah.
And next week, because you're gonna release the next one, like in the next day or two, like.
Yeah. Soon.
You think?
Super soon.
So then a week after that one, we'll probably already be recording and yeah.
I'm so tired, guys.
Cut this. Definitely cut this little bit out.
Yeah.
Sorry to make you a little work, but
No, that's fine, dude.
shit, I forgot what I was gonna
We
say.
could put this on like the X special episode, like tired podcast out.
So you know,
Flo Bros
guys,
special.
what is the fucking deal?
I don't know. We've had some
what
good
is
shit though.
the
We have
Nah,
had.
deal?
I'll post it.
What is the deal with the seals?
What is the
I'm
deal with the
talking about what the
seals?
real deal with the seals is. You gotta feel me right now with the seals. I'm gonna
real
tell you
deal?
the deal, okay? It's a pretty fat meal, okay?
Oh,
So as we
okay.
peel back the banana leaves to get to the banana tree, we're gonna see how much of a real deal this seal deal is right now, about because of all these feels.
Okay.
This deal, I'm telling you right now, is $5.99. 3 easy payments of $2. Okay, that's a toonie each. Okay, just give me a toonie each. 1, 2, 3 toonie each. Okay, $6. This real deal on the seal. 2 Swedish meatballs makes a meal. That's what you get with this real deal seal, because it's male seal meal.
Oh. Okay. Yo, Brian just hit us with some of that.
Freestyle shit.
That was like some mycelium seal deal meal. Hit you with that network of feel.
Oh, I didn't even
Whoa.
use the multi definition of seal. I was just thinking about like seals and like, you know, like sea dogs, like seals, like oink. That's not how what it sounds seal makes. I didn't even think about like seals like stamp seals or like seals of like fucking
Yo,
witchcraft and energy.
didn't even think of meals from the multiverse. So we spits these rhymes about seals.
And Jessica Biel's, an army of Jessica Biel's. We're gonna make it come down like a fucking
I guess we rapping.
film reel. Yeah, when you watching that fucking shit with Jessica Biel, you're thinking, damn, she fucking macking real.
Yo, he's got the lightsaber. He come at you like Jason Faber. I don't know if that's really his name.
No.
Huh?
Hey,
Oh, yo. I feel this.
This one's nice.
concluding Flo Bros episode 2, maybe.
The conclusion.
Yo, Billy. Fucking bring it in. Let's do it.
Yo,
Hats off to you.
yo. Sorry for the confusion, but let's bring this episode to a conclusion. Yo, I spit these rhymes and flowing, flying. Man, I'm always spying on the crime rate going up. Man, everything fucked up. So I kick it back, pour another cup. Give me a drink and just let me think. Opie Trice, this shit so trifey. So shifey. Truffle, do it, I gotta shuffle. Do it. Ripply like a ruffle. Chip. Gun on the hip. Shit, I missed a beat. Man, back on my feet. Pick it up anytime you want to. Cause I'm running out of rhymes and I ought to. Otter. Flutter flow. I do it like a sea otter, you know. Swimming. Doing my business. Pissing in the pool, man. Yeah, I'm the whiz kid. Yo, they call me the whiz. Billy the kid. Billy the shit. Billy the kid. Doing it wrong. Doing it early age. Hit the bong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get it.
Yeah. Billy fucking. Yeah, you the fucking whiz kid, bro. Yeah. I remember that shit. Standing there. Every year. Went to kind of games. It was good shit back there. Cause, yo. Taking a whiz is so flow. Yo. That's what we do. We the Flo Bros. Whiz kids. Oh yeah, whiz kids. Yeah, not talking about piss. Yeah, this ain't a diss. Yeah, talking about our fucking brains. Cause we make it fucking rain. And in the Ukraine, we find fields of wheat. Woo!
Yo. Damn, son.
And blue skies. Like their flag.
Yo. Shit. The sky's blue. It's crisp. It's flaky. Shit. That's not where I was trying to go with this rhyme spit. But I did it anyways. Fuck it. I'm gonna give a fit. Fit the piece to the puzzle. Man, I put it on the muzzle. Put it on your bitch's face. Like, fuck, son.
Shit, son.
Fuck, son. Yo, fuck, son. I'm feeling like these rhymes is done, man. I gotta get a gun. I gotta get it going. I gotta get it showing. Gotta get up and pour another cup. Gotta get real lean. Like the codeine, man. I'm the mean motherfucker. Drugs. Yeah, drugs. We do the drugs and we
Yeah.
cosmic thugs.
Yeah, get me the gun. I'm busting out this door and I think I'm gonna go for a run. Fuck. What, I still got this sun shining. God bless the sun. Fuck. Oh,
Yeah,
too tired to
yeah.
rap.
It ain't a rusty old nun. Yeah. Ain't the rusty old nun. Yeah. So, just
Rusty old nun.
Yo, Brandon. You defile. You denial. The gods. nuns.
Oh, yeah.
But the gods don't need nuns because they jokes like puns. So
Ooh.
we sit back and we make funs on these raps and we. Is it the same beat?
No, it's a different beat. Is it?
Oh, wait, we want the mic now for the beats.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're...
Yo, the beat adjusting, and I'm adjusting my flow, so I speak and sew into the fabric of the fabric. Man, can't think of a word that rhymes with that, so I gotta try again.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna hop on right now. This is how it's gonna... Okay.
Get it, man.
Chicago, deep dish pizza, so fucking good. Make me go freezer on my fucking toes because I want all the salmon roll. Oh yeah, I love fucking good pepperoni, cheese, yeah. Give me that jalapeno freeze, yeah. Flash dried, sun dried tomatoes, bam. It's a food rap, yeah. Now you haven't heard that before that yet, right? Rap. Yo, Billy.
Yo, about to blow like the Taliban. I be like going Afghanistan. I'm all over the world. International. You can't touch me. You can't stop me. I'm like a virus. You wanna intoxicate it, inoculate it. Shit. I'm trying to get this shit spitting, but my mind is blocking. Mental block, and I'm rotten. Yo, rotten flows, gotta goes.
Yeah.
Get it.
Try not to spread the virus. I'm praying to the gods as I enter the tomb of Osiris. But I can't get past the key, so I have to use my eyes, stare into my iris. And within this, I find the answer to the virus. Shit.
Yeah, man, you got it. Go. Fucking, it ain't so hard to make a flow. Go. Bam. Rocky roads ain't so sure.
Yo, check this. Yo, man's got the key to the virus. He loaded in the ray gun, beam shooting, spiral beams flowing, cosmic rays tracing and they blowing. Whole planet's up. Shit. Yo. Get it.
From the fields of Empire. Nah. Yo.
Epic fields of killing, blood spilling. This beat is raw, so I gotta get it chillin'. Frosty. You never. Frosty.
Never knew
Frosty.
what's gonna hit him. Frosty fucking got smacked by the winter. Whack, bam. Santa Claus fucking whacked that shit, man. Frosty didn't know what was gonna hit him. Fucking Frosty was just fucking out there. He didn't know fucking winter was gonna go the way it did into the spring, into the way it ever won't. Don't kid yourself.
Yo, don't kid, don't choke. Man, I'm about to hit the shit like an old bloke. Chug a beer, man, I got a tote. Get fucked up, man, I'ma hit the shit real dope, real ill. Gotta feel, Kill Bill, nigga, try it. I'm a Osiris, assassin, about to blast him. Come at me, we dead.
Yeah.
Shit.
This shit's from the supernatural. It's cosmic. You can't understand it with your basic ass logic.
End of the beat.
Feels like she's dying on me, yeah.
Oh, I see. It's all a giant
Just
compliment.
like, yeah, big ass thing.
They were pretty good though.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Was that?
So it's different.
I feel like a reawakening though, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like a reawakening.
I'm going through waves right now. I'm like awake and tired, tired and awake.
Straight up.
I'm all fucking mired down in this fucking, I ain't fucking siren and you fucking new fucking ill fires, and it's not fucking gonna be, I'm not ready for hire, man. I ain't gonna be bringing all this fire, I just can't fucking do it. I ain't from the Shire, man. My name ain't Bilbo Baggins. Don't fucking try to bring me down here sagging down with your fucking bullshit ass news, cause I got a fucking crew for you. We're gonna take you out. Don't fucking out. Yeah. Don't make that frown, cause I got the crown. Yeah, dog.
Yo. Little funny ass nigga, you a hobbit. Back your ass up, back up. Fuck, I fucked up. But I'ma rob it. Yo.
Yeah, you can't even leapfrog it because you're just a fucking phantom. Don't even try to make it like bantam. Wait, because you can't fucking keep it at bay.
Yo, you a lightweight. You can't last with my mind state. My shit be going off like a motherfucking, like the crime rate. Killed it. Lost it. Shit.
Killed it, lost it, that's what you say, because you couldn't cost it, cause you had no fucking moolah. Ain't gonna bring you cooler, so make it, take it down.
Yo, pass the beat. About to kill the shit again like a masterpiece.
Yeah, it's a 3 masterpiece right here, cause Brandon is fucking killing it with the rap.
Man, you
gonna
killing it,
bring
man.
it right back to Billy and Min. Fucking we are the 3 Pete's. Gonna make it a known feat. Gonna bring it to new streets.
Yo. Pass it off, triathlon. I'm running shit like a motherfucking boss and I'm in the pit. Yo, I'm getting dirty. My hands is real grimy. Been in this shit since a little young. Man, I'm doing this shit timely. Doing this shit trying to make it rhyming. Man, kicking it back. Trying to match the timing. I hit your spine, friend. Yo, I do it and I do it and I do it and I do it.
And I do it and I do it and I do it and I do it and I do it
man.
and I do it and I do it and I do it and I do it and that's what she says. And I do it 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 because that's what she says. Oh
That's what
yeah.
she says.
So I bring it back down into the imperial crown. Oh yeah.
Be sweet.
Yeah. Yo, I still got one more to burn. You guys want to burn it and just call it a night?
Yeah.
You wanna do some more rhymes?
I'm down to, like,
Or you wanna just call
Yeah.
it night?
I'm down to just like exist for a bit.
Yeah.
Yo, they trying to poison my brother with whiskey and beer. But my brother too strong, man, and you ain't even near his level. Shit, that ain't even matching this beat. What the fuck wrong with you? Sit. Get your mind full and get you some grit. Yeah, this rhyme ain't going nowhere. I just keep sitting there saying shit without a care. Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Alright, I'll pause this.